your parent or family member falls to the floor. They won't answer you. They don't appear to be breathing. Your heart drops. You're so nervous. You don't know what to do. Has this ever happened to you? It happened to me on a highway. About 20 years ago, there was a wreck. A man was lying in the road. He would not respond to me. He was not breathing. I was nervous, but I knew what to do. I started CPR. I am a nurse, but I have never done CPR before on a real person. Since that time, I have become a certified instructor. CPR, or cardiopulmonary resuscitation, is a series of steps that you do when someone becomes unconscious, their heart stops, or they stop breathing. CPR should begin as soon as these events occur. The quicker the better chance of survival they have. Time wasted is brain and heart muscle wasted. The importance of learning CPR is just that, the importance of the human life. We all have loved ones, and every day something could happen to them. If this one simple thing that you could learn and you could possibly save them, then it's worth it. Everyone should learn CPR, not just those in the medical field. Most deaths occur, as I have learned in research from the American Heart Association, in the home, not in the hospital. So CPR should begin there in the home. You cannot wait too late. CPR started early can provide blood flow to the brain and vital organs. The blood flow provides oxygen. It's a vital element for the brain and organs, saving someone and their brain until help arrives. Today I would like to demonstrate the 4 easy steps of CPR and show you just how you can learn them and how important they may be to you. These steps are listed by the American Heart Association or the University of Washington. When someone falls, is injured, or something's happened to them, you're first going to check responsiveness. You do this by shaking them and asking them, are you okay? Are you okay? If they do not respond, you get help. You call yourself or get someone to get help. The quicker they get to the hospital, it is proven the quicker they get the medical help they need and the better their chance of survival is. At that point, you will check their pulse right here on their neck. If they don't have a pulse, you'll locate the area in between the nipple line on the chest, and you'll begin chest pumps or chest compressions. You'll get 30 of these, quickly and rapidly, quickly and forcefully. This stimulates the heart so that the blood continues to flow to the brain. This also stimulates the heart, so it could actually help the heart start beating again. You do this 30 times. After you've done it 30 times, you check to see if they're breathing. You can look, listen, and feel. You can do all of these things at the same time when you check responsiveness. You can pretty much look down and see whether they're breathing, whether they're conscious. You can do all this at the same time. This is the order of the steps. They are not breathing. Tilt the head, lift the chin, and pinch their nose. At this point, you cover their mouth completely with your mouth. Give them 2 breaths. You completely let the breaths go out before you give the next one. Each breath should last about a minute. That will be a second. And at that point, you go back to the chest compressions. You do 30 chest compressions. Now, there's really 3 steps of CPR. The check for responsiveness and call, the chest compressions, and the breathing. I say there's 4 because it doesn't end there. Because what you must do is continue this cycle until help arrives. So I'm calling the 4th step the actual continuation of what you've done before, and that's something you cannot forget because you cannot stop at that point. So, now one easy way to remember this is check, call, pump, breathe. Check for responsiveness, pump the chest, call for help, and breathe. Check, call, pump, breathe. Remember, you'll feel nervous if you ever have to do CPR, but if you save a life, it's worth it. Now, I told you of my first experience with CPR, but I didn't tell you of the outcome of that experience. The 23-year-old young man that I began CPR on made it to the hospital alive. However, his injuries were too severe, and he did not live. However, his family was assured that everything was done for him and that he was not alone. I have learned from that experience and over the years that CPR is not always successful, but if you do what you can do until it's out of your hands, then that's all that can be asked of you, and you can feel rewarded to know that you actually helped somebody that couldn't help themselves without you. Is there any questions? Guys have any questions? Now, local agencies is the local hospital. You could call and get information about a CPR training class, or at learncpr.org or aha.org. These are connections for you to actually learn CPR. And even though you've seen this, nothing takes the place of a class, because that's when you can actually practice it. Now, the only difference in adult and infant child CPR is that you call for help after 2 minutes of CPR. So you give 2 full minutes of CPR, exactly like you do to the adult, 30 chest compressions, 2 breaths, and after 2 minutes you call for help. If it is an infant, you can pick them up and take them with you. And I thank you for your attention, and I will talk to you a few minutes and give you some handouts, and thank you for being attentive. Push that triangle, just double click on that.